The term altered state of consciousness has a very wide span and a very wide spectrum. Religious traditions have, throughout the centuries, throughout the millennia, have used psychedelic substances with religious ritual.
One of the characteristics of the modern world, of modernity, is that the universe is disenchanted.
There seems to be a very mysterious, shamanic, catalytic element in the formation of the soul concept in Western civilization.
Psychedelics truly are a fundamental turning point in consciousness.
The shaman traditionally goes into an altered state of consciousness to heal either an individual, but also for the benefit of the community.
Plant hallucinogens in particular have profound implications for the treatment of addictive disorders.
I think that we can integrate the psychedelic experience, we can integrate psychedelic medicine into our society. It's not inherently anti-status quo.
Other things take priority now. Friends, travel, seeing the world, experiencing other cultures, coming together to celebrate with like-minded people in amazing places.
I think that the potential that entheogens have for rites of initiation is great.
Clinical implications are just extraordinary.
Ibogaine is a natural substance that comes from Africa. It's been used in Africa for thousands of years as a rite of passage drug.
Psilocybin to advanced stage cancer patients.
Psilocybin may be helpful, even at doses that are sub-psychedelic.
Ibogaine is something that you do once, twice, maybe 3 times. They're non-addictive, by and large.
The model utilized by some of the early researchers with hallucinogens was administering the compound on only one occasion.
The idea that we should put LSD in the water or that we should dose people with MDMA to help them open up, that's, I think, a violation of their human rights to stay closed-minded.
Fear is a big factor in all this. We don't like what we don't know.
The message that the youth get isn't serving because they're told, don't use these things at all, they're all dangerous and bad, and then they know from their own experience and their friends that that's not necessarily true.
I was 21 when I took LSD for the first time, and I'm glad I waited. I think it did introduce me to a new potential that I formerly was unaware of.
We're not afraid of drugs. We are taking more drugs than people in other parts of the world, but we are afraid of mind expansion.
It's taken us a long time to get to this point.
There has been a renewal of the psychedelic, a kind of psychedelic renaissance.
You see in the rave community a phenomenon somewhat akin to what occurred during the 60s, where large numbers of young people self-administered very powerful psychoactive compounds.
I think we need to make an active effort to focus on drugs as rites of initiation for adolescents and young adults.
It is definitely a new ritual for some people, with without drugs. Obviously, the the drug element is the quick fix to reaching a state of mind and oneness with surroundings and other people.
We need to make the case that the rave use, in the absence of adult supervision, kids gravitate to this because they need it, because the traditional rites of passage are not doing what they need for their development.
People in a drumming circle or in an ecstatic dance setting are connecting themselves with the continuous legacy of the incarnation of vitality in the form of conversation. We are reconnecting with the root of our being that we have lost.
Looking at the rave culture, I see it at the very least as an expression of the kind of compensation for the deep wound at a heart level that this culture must have, and that it is shielding itself from through a culture of consumerism and spiritual deadening. The dominant culture is so spiritually flat, so heartless, that the youth coming into this, were they to actually feel the wound that is being protected by this culture of meaninglessness, would probably either go insane or die of depression on the spot.
I think it's more critical now than ever because we do have even more devastating technologies, more hatred going on right now. It's a pivotal time in the world. So I hope the beauty of these experiences can be our source of inspiration and healing as we move forward.
People on both sides of these issues probably want to nail me for something. And when that happens, I figure I'm probably doing something right.